with UFC 238's Bevon Lewis. How you doing, sir?
Doing well. How you doing, man?
I'm doing good. How's it feel, camp? Second UFC fight.
Second UFC fight, I could say I feel a lot more comfortable going in. I mean, still the same excitement. I'm still happy to be there, but now I can honestly say I've settled in pretty well. This camp is going pretty well. I saw my progression go up as the time went by, and I'm happy. I'm happy where I'm at. I'm happy also that I'm a few days from leaving, so that way everything can get, just happy to be in the situation that I'm in now.
I don't know how much you like your holidays, but is it like waiting for the lead up for Christmas or a birthday? Is that what it's like waiting for a fight?
I want to say not really, because usually on my birthday no one's trying to beat me up and stuff. So
with your brother, you sure that's true?
No one's usually trying to beat me up, but the same excitement, just knowing that something exciting is about to happen and got the potential of having a big win. So yeah, I'm same type of excitement. Yeah. It's not better. It's
been a couple hectic weeks for you. I know that you went out to corner your brother. He was successful in his fight.
Yeah.
What's that been like, having the two camps coinciding, you two guys going back to back only a couple weeks apart?
Well, he had a late notice fight, and he just he rallied up. We rallied up pretty quickly, and we got the job done. We didn't think of it as any detour, any time taken away from what we were doing. We're usually right back to work within a matter of days.
You've had the experience now, that first fight, the UFC. Is octagon jitters a myth? It's something we've heard of. You've lived through it now.
Yeah, it's not a myth. I guess it just depends on the person, Honestly, I felt like I've taken the toughest fight that I could have taken on my UFC debut, and I am happy I didn't. I'm happy I did it. Obviously I wanted the win, but in the way it went, the way it happened, I'd rather it didn't happen that way. But I couldn't. I'm not complaining. I'm still, like I said, I'm happy where I'm at. I'm going back into the UFC for my second fight, and I'm in a better position than I was before.
Less than double-digit fights under your belt. You took that giant step up in competition. In hindsight, how do you look at this situation? A lot of people said you were over your head, but I thought you performed great until you got knocked out, bro.
Yeah. Right? So, I'll put it this way. I faced my biggest demon. I looked at Uriah Hall since he got into the Ultimate Fighter. I ran into him a few times, going into the Contender Series. And to say, yeah, he's probably one of the biggest demons I had. And I went ahead and I took him on in my first fight. I wasn't worried about what anyone said. It was about me, and I took it, and I don't regret it, and I'll do it again.
And now how do you attack the challenge that Darren Stewart presents?
We just fight him like any other person. I think he's a good matchup for me. I don't feel like it is anything crazy I have to go overlook. We look at film, we do the training, we train for all aspects of the fight. I expect him to be better than he was last time. I'm sure he's better than he was last time, but so am I, and that's how I attack that.
Looking at Darren, what do you feel are some of the tendencies that you can key on that he continually does?
I don't really think it's his tendencies. He got a pretty big head like myself, so I know he could take a shot. So we're just looking to tie him up, fight him a little bit harder. Honestly, I look forward towards a 15-minute fight. Either he wants to fight for 15 minutes, I'm happy to be in the octagon. The reason why I got into this sport, because I like to fight anyway. So going in there and displaying my martial arts skill and being the fighter and the athlete that I am, I really have no problem with fighting Darren Stewart. I would like to fight Darren Stewart for 25 minutes if they gave me some.
Now, what are we expecting from Bevon Lewis? Well, what are you expecting of yourself?
The best. If you want to expect something from myself, it would be. I feel like I'll be limiting myself, but honestly, I've always said I like to see some blood, like some knots on the head, not from myself, but from him. So we're gonna definitely get it in. You're gonna see a really sharp guy out there, and I'll see everything coming, and I think we'll know once the weigh-ins get started. You'll see what I'm about, and once the fight starts, you'll definitely see how I'm gonna do my thing and what I'm about.
So what's the biggest lesson learned that you're able to take away from the fight week, from the everything else?
Chill. That's what I got. I got the chill, man. Relax. You've been here before. It's not much different from your first fight. If anything, you should be. I should be more relaxed because I've done it before. I've done everything. I know I can do all the things I practice, and I know there's in some situations I won't be able to do everything. You know, sometimes a fight don't last that long, so I won't be able to do everything I want to do. Sometimes a man drops from a jab or a cross. So at the end of the day, I don't really know. Like I said before, I'm just happy to fight him. I'm happy to fight anyone. I'm happy to go there and show my skill, show my art, show that I'm an athlete and more than just an MMA martial artist. And
what are you hoping to display? What are you hoping to show people?
A lot of fury. I want to show everyone like some precision. My focus. I want you to see the fire in every shot that I take. The accuracy in every move that I make. I want to show you that I'm actually a vet. You know, I'm not a rookie. It's not rookie year anymore.
Does it feel strange? Second fight, you're a UFC fighter, that what you've been preparing for, what you've been striving for, that you're now on this level?
I was thinking about that the other day. I was thinking like when I first started watching the UFC, I was thinking, man, I could do that. You know, I want to go there one day, and then all of a sudden, I'm in the UFC. I'm in these shoes. I'm wearing the UFC gloves. I'm wearing the shorts that I don't have to worry about getting custom made. You know, everything is pretty much laid out right in front of me, and those are my tools. And I get to, once again, I'll just say I won't sleep on that moment again. You know, I don't take it for granted, and you know.
What happens June 8th?
June 8th, you're gonna see the best Bevon you ever seen moving forward.